What is we're 6 days away. We're 6 days. We're 6 days away. 6 days. 6 days until we find out all the answers we've been looking for here. Sorry, I've been going back and forth to. All right, we're good. We're good. What is up, guys? I hope everyone's having a great day. I know it's been a few days. Had some things, been busy this week with a lot of stuff. And we're ready. We're ready to get into this whole thing. We're ready to see what's going on. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what direction the Eagles go to. See which direction they go into this week. Let's see here. Oh, there. Say hi to everybody in the chat. What's going on, Ghostway? Jerome Kendrick, what's going on, man? Donnie, what's going on? Bangy says, what's good, bro? Duo, what's up? Andrew, what's going on, man? Burgang 31, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Appreciate you coming in. Troll King Gaming, what's going on, my friend? Jay Tyler, Host dude, what's going on, man? This is my Saquon jersey came today over a month early. Now I could wear it to Buffalo Wild Wings to the draft and piss off Giant fans. Oh, so you're in the New York area? Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that actually. I think you mentioned that. What's going on, Internet Junkie? Yeah, I'm having a good day, man. It's been good. I'm getting prepared. I'm getting ready to go. Yeah, we should be rocking and rolling. So me and Philly will have the shakedown tomorrow. There'll be a lot of things. We have some surprises for you come next week. And we'll be streaming all 3 days of the draft. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled by draft picks or anything like that, we watch the draft naturally. You guys come in and chill out and we'll have a good time. You know, we'll have a really good time. I'm really pumped up, man. I'm really pumped up. Aaron says, Joey, I'm playing Fortnite. Oh, that's good. I haven't played Fortnite in a while. Because I'm in New Jersey, but all my friends are Giant fans, unfortunately. Okay. Go on, Sean. So, yeah, I mean, we got through, a good week, right, of all the news, what's been going on. We got the Devontae Smith contract extension, which I think all of us were very happy using that fifth-year option. So, technically involving this year, we have Devontae Smith for 5 years, which is fantastic. So, locked him up really well. We had the press conferences with Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni, the press conference with, Devontae Smith. And Howie talked about the Reddick trade, how it was bittersweet and good on both sides. And, some things didn't really add up there. But, he says he's going to be very aggressive, even post-draft. But he's looking for players that are going to produce right now, not projects down the line. Like, we're actually going to be – I'm excited to see which direction they go. I'm actually really excited. I honestly don't know. So they've brought in Terrion Arnold from Alabama for a pre-draft visit. So we've had a few pre-draft visits so far. Kool-Aid McKinstry. So both the Alabama cornerbacks on pre-draft visits this week. So it's been kind of crazy. That running back that Audric Esteem from Notre Dame is another guy. Running back, a third day projection, which I actually really like him a lot. I want a bruiser back in Philadelphia, like badly. I've been really wanting that for a while, and hopefully we get it soon. Say Jay the VD says, what would you give up if we traded for Patrick Surtain? God damn, with these Patrick Surtain. I think you're going to have to give up like 2 second-round picks and a mid-round pick. I would say a second-round pick this year, a second-round pick next year, and probably a mid-round pick for this year, maybe a fifth, one of your fifth-round picks since you have 3 of them. I'm guessing that's what you really have to give up. I don't think you have to give up 2 first, but they're not going to make it easy to trade for him, though. So, Ace Boogie said, what up, Joe? You think the Rodgers... think the Rodgers situation will affect the draft plans and force to take corner first round instead of I don't know if it's going to. So Isaiah Rodgers, I mean, a bunch of players ended up getting released, reinstated. I guess Rodgers is a different story because he was a totally different day when he was, you know, I guess these are guys that were, I don't know if they were suspended before him. He put up this highlight video as if, you know, he's going to be reinstated soon. So I don't think it changes much. No, I mean, adding another corner, why not? You know, but adding another outside corner, to me, I've said this a million times, like, it just makes no sense. Unless they have a plan to get rid of Bradbury this late in the process, I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Cooper DeJean would be the top prospect right now because the Eagles would look at him as a weapon more than just a guy that's playing one position. He can move around the field and be a weapon of its own. So it's going to be really interesting. Benny says, I'll be there with you in Philly. I'm bringing the hot wings. Have a lot of food, man. Have a lot of food. Aaron Jones, I think if we stay at 22, the only quarterback we take is DeJean, bro. If we move up, I can see them taking Mitchell if they're, or even Arnold. Yeah, but it's crazy, dude. I'm not saying I'm against it. Like, I've wanted to draft before even the start of the combine. I wanted to draft a corner in the first round. The problem I see is if you draft a Quinton Mitchell, a Taron Arnold, a Kool-Aid McKinstry, they're not playing on the inside. And if that position is already taken by Bradbury and they haven't even moved him this offseason, does it make sense? I mean, do they see them as playing on the inside? I don't know. I think nickel spot is still wide open right now, even with Maddox and Tyler Hall in the building. Zach McPherson, you know. Dynasty Joy, watch the mock draft. The Eagles move up to 16 to draft Taron Arnold and receive the Seahawks third for the Eagles 22 and 50. So you gave up. So you gave up one of your second round picks. You gave up. So you switched first. You gave up your first second round pick to move up to 16. I don't think it's going to cost that much. Is it really going to cost that much? Really? Thomas up, Joey. I'm still frustrated at Howie that for the response he gave the reporter who asked him to justify the benefit of the Hassan trade. He gave a butthurt answer, and the question was completely valid. I think something happened behind the scenes. That's what I think. Why it turned out to be at 23. You know how many people commented on the video when I talked about it? How many people said I had to get over it? So many people in the comment section were so pissed off at me because I wouldn't let go of this whole HaasonReddick trade. How can I let go of it right now? Sooner or later I'm gonna have to let go of it. But the thing is, it's like I want some answers, bro. I mean, you literally gave him away for nothing. Got nothing in return that even helps us, that at least helps us this year, even at least a third round pick that we don't even have at this point. You know what I mean? So a 26 third round conditional, I mean, that's all you get. I don't even think the Eagles even get that second round pick. Joe says, yeah, they're bringing a lot of guys, most likely going in the top 15. There's no way we're not trading up. I mean, out of the 4 to 5 years, 4 times you've already traded up. And I think sitting at 22 is just playing it safe at this point. I think they're moving up in this draft. I think they're moving up. Aaron says, the difference was Rodgers was the only one of the group that bet on his own team. So that changes the whole thing? That's stupid. That's dumb. I guess but it's still the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's how they look at it. I guess. David said, Egger, Cooper, and Trotter are still available around 2. Who would you rather take? I'm taking Cooper immediately. Immediately. That guy is a beast. I mean, from off-ball play, tackling in general. Yeah, of course, you probably want Trotter a little bit more because he has his coverage abilities a little bit better. But, I mean, his statistics are out the door fantastic. But Edgar and Cooper would be my guy. If they draft either or, I'll be fine with it. You know what I mean? I'll be happy with it. If they go and draft a linebacker in the second round, I'll be happy in general. But adding another body, I think, will really solidify the position a lot. The Kobe Dean, Devin White, and obviously Edgar and Cooper, or getting a guy like Junior Colson maybe, or getting a guy like Trotter in here. So we'll see. We'll see. Peyton Wilson, another guy. So there are a lot of linebackers, a lot of value, and that second round is gonna have a lot of value, guys. I think safety, cornerback. There's still some good players there. Offensive line, we've talked about it a million times. You know, I feel like I'm starting to head Trotter Jr. is probably going day 3. Could be. You know, it makes sense for the future. In a case of just get him in the building, then figure it out. So it says, yeah, he doesn't for me either. Edgerrin Cooper or Peyton Wilson is really it. Maybe Junior. I'm completely out on Trotter. No, thank you. Must draft Edgerrin Cooper. Benny Boom 60. Damn, Joey, we've been talking about having a bruiser back since I've been following you. I totally agree with you on getting a running back. I've been dying for it. I was dying to use Rashad Penny last year in red zone. Like, I was dying to use somebody of that caliber like that. It's really tough. You know, like even this guy from Notre Dame, and then you have obviously the other guy from you have Braylon Allen out there. Like, to get a guy like that on day 3 would be just, man. I mean, the guy from Notre Dame I really do like a lot because he could catch the ball out of the backfield as well. And he's got really good vision. He's patient if the hole is clogged up, he changes direction real nicely. He loves contact. I mean, you could tire out defenses with a guy like that. And obviously having, Saquon and having Kenneth Gainwell back there is just added, man. You know what I mean? You could tire out defenses, and then, that pass rush will be really tired. Offensive line will have no issue, and Jalen Hurts will have all day to throw to one of these weapons. I think there's a lot going for us here. Wide receivers, another one too, guys. Like, it gets more exciting down the line. What's going on, Nifty, with the super chat? Thank you so much, man. It says, didn't see if Rodgers came back, but if he didn't, should we be looking at Cooper DeJean extra hard now? I don't know, like, why would Isaiah Rodgers put out a highlight video of him and then with an Eagles jersey at the end of the video? He put out this big highlight video on there. It seemed like sooner or later, or soon at least, he's going to be reinstated. I mean, he wouldn't put that out for no reason unless he has no idea what's going on. So maybe he definitely heard something from the league, that maybe he had an email, or maybe he talked to somebody from the league that they're still, his whole entire thing is still under review. I don't know if it changes anything. I don't know if it does. You gotta get best player available. So what if there is a top corner in this draft that's better than a lot of other players? That's the problem. Unless they're going Jackson Powers, unless they're moving up for him, or they're going in for Brock Bowers, or they're going, they're getting one of these edge rushers. They're getting Jared Verse. They're getting, a few of these guys. I don't know. Dallas Turner, definitely. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Tom said, if we do move up and draft cornerback, I'm wondering if we're doing it because we're cut Bradbury or Rodgers might not get to play, but we'll see. 1A Quinion, 1B Arnold. That'd be awesome. The problem I have right now, as I said before, why would they cut Bradbury this late? Okay, I thought Bradbury was gone this year because he put out that. Remember that remember he put out that picture on Instagram of him with his head down walking out of Seattle with his head down. And then I pretty much thought, like, okay, they're gonna try to extend his contract, spread out the dead cap, and kind of get rid of it because his contract is not impossible to get out of. He's only a $4 million cap hit this year. It's not much. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's definitely some good things coming out of it. But if your Kool-Aid is barely played on the inside. Aaron Arnold doesn't play on the inside, so it just makes no sense to me, and it's hard because best player available. You gotta pick best player available. It's hard for me if they were to cut Bradbury already. I think it would have already happened at this point. So I think it would have already happened. To me, it just makes no sense. Like Bradbury they let Maddox go. They could have post-June cut Maddox for $7.1 million. They didn't. They cut him for $2 million. And out of respect for Maddox, they let him go find another team, or try to. He only visited the Saints. I don't know who else he visited. But with Bradbury, why didn't they try to You know what I mean? Like, do they respect him enough? Or they're going to say, hey, like, he could start for another team right now or go to another team or try to, you know what I mean? Like, why would they cut him that late? It makes no sense. That's like fucking him over in a certain way. I don't know. That's how I look at it. Royce, hey, Joey, who would the Eagles need to draft to give you a Chubby? Oh, man. Let's not talk about Chubbies, but I'll say this. If they got a Jared Verse, Dallas Turner, Brock Bowers, Jackson Powers Johnson in this draft, I'd probably shit myself. Pretty nicely. Yeah, I mean, those would be big ones for me. So the Autogus team is a freaking stud. 18 touchdowns. Reminds me of John. Yeah, and like he had a lot of even the receiving game, over 140 something yards in the receiving game. So he can, for a big man, I mean, he's what, 5'11", 227, so he's not 230, 240. He could gain 5-10 pounds in the NFL. They might bulk him up a little bit more and try to maintain his speed. So he's a big man that can move really good. Watch some film on him. I did a membership video. If you guys haven't checked the memberships, check the pinned comment for all the memberships. We'll have behind the scenes footage of a lot of things, and we do draft highlight reactions and stuff like that on certain players that are getting drafted this year. So definitely check it out. It's going to be fun. There's so much value in this draft. Like the first round is great, but I think the second round has a ton of value. It's crazy. John said, last time I checked, betting is betting. What the fuck? The league, it was stupidest thing. Critiques this shit. How they want, so no point of complaining about it. I guess I guess it's a cheat, I guess. If it's betting on your own team, like kind of what Isaiah Rodgers did, it's kind of a cheat code. A little bit. Maybe it is. So, we'll see. Yo, Noah knows the super chat. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining up. Thank you for what the super chat says. If we draft any running back, I like Braylon Allen, Wisconsin. He's years old and better than Esteem. Yeah, I mean, I think both, but dude, Esteem in a rotation, he's perfectly fine. Like, there's no issue with him in a rotation. Esteem, how old is Esteem? Like 23? Like, how old is he right? I mean, it's funny. He's 20. Yeah, I know he's really young. I mean, you could have that. You could have him for a long time, Noah. A long time. He's so bring a bruiser back in Philadelphia, man. God, I would love it. At least with Kellen Moore, like, make it interesting because he likes to get these running backs to the passing game. But man, if you have a guy in red zone that you could just pummel down and not have to put too much wear and tear on Saquon Barkley at goal line with the Philly, it would be awesome. I mean, that'd be so cool, man. Just to do that, take some pressure off Saquon and keep his legs fresh, his body fresh, not getting beat up too much every single game would be great. So that's awesome, man. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Neo said, Joey, looks like we have the best offensive line in years now. Waiting to see what Howie's got up his sleeve for the draft. Blessings. Yeah, dude. I'm interested to see what's going on. Even with Cam Jurgens, I respect Cam Jurgens, and I think because Jason Kelce retired, a lot of the media is going to be really hard on him because everyone's going to expect him to be the next Jason Kelce. I want him to be his own player in the league. Okay. Now, we don't know what's going on with the Matt Hennessy, Tyler Steen, right guard situation right now. Even Jurgens' situation. I mean, he's not even saying he's playing guard this year. You know what I mean? He's not even saying that. So it's going to be real interesting to see. If they get a J.C. Latham that can play guard right now and switch out to tackle once Lane Johnson retires, or they want to go Cooper Beebe, which probably was I'm sorry, but Cooper Beebe is probably one of my favorite offensive linemen in this draft, other than Jackson Powers. Cooper Beebe has got a ton of versatility, and he's got a lot of strength. He's left tackle, left guard, right guard. I mean, he can play anywhere, really, which we definitely need more depth on the left side as well. So he would be a huge upgrade. Jackson Powers Johnson is just, man, can play guard and center. So we'll see what happens. Even Zinter, another guy that will fit the mold in the second round too. So there are a lot of guys here. I'm pretty pumped, my dude. Pretty pumped. Did I skip this? Didn't see it. Nifty even super chat. Didn't see if Rodgers came back, but if he didn't, should we be looking at Cooper extra hard right now? I don't know if it's going to be a big difference. We'll see though. I might have hit that one already. Yeah, I think I did. We got J62 Moon. What's going on, man? Appreciate the super chat so much. What up, Joey? What is going to take to get AJ the message that we don't want him going anywhere and stop giving these people? I'm just so tired of this shit every year, dude. I'm tired of when we're excited about something right now. I'm tired of when Philadelphia has one of the greatest wide receivers in the NFL right now. Probably, and I'm just going to say this, like AJ Brown might end up being one of the best receivers in Eagles history, and he's already becoming that, okay? Every time good things are happening, everyone has to shit on it. And you know how open I am with shit like this. Dan Sileo and all his bullshit. I don't know how guys have jobs. I don't know how guys could talk football like that every fucking time. Devontae Smith doesn't deserve a contract. AJ Brown is a fucking distraction. It's just AJ Brown is going to turn up this season. We have to win a Super Bowl this year. Like they have got to win it. They have got to win a chip this year. I'm telling you, they have to at this point, guys. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it, dude. The slander is just fucking bullshit, dude. And I don't respect shit like that. I don't respect shit like that. I can't stand it. This is a guy that's AJ Brown is like, I'm telling you, the receivers that we've had in the building like for years. I mean, the amount of bad picks. All right, yo, what the fuck is going on with this shit? Now this is pissing me off. No. Get this off my screen before I piss me off. All right, these ads keep popping up in front of the chat, and it's the most annoying shit ever. I can't even like talk about it that much. It's just so annoying, dude. So annoying. It's just ridiculous. I have to think of it like this, okay? Like the players have just got to realize like this is what Philadelphia is, and they just have to move forward and ignore it or try to ignore it because it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get way worse than it is. Troll King said, I believe that we have special players at every position except linebacker. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't say that we don't have special players at linebacker, but I'll say this. I think Devin White's going to be a monster this year. I think he's a big re-sign candidate. So I think with the added, and they're going to add more in this draft. If they add one more body, I think they're set. I think they're really set. Sistine Gas a starter locker now. Yeah, I took Kelsey's locker, I think. I agree with the power running back. Donnie says Cam Jurgens is a fake. I like that. Oh, yeah, he's very straight up about things. Great. There's I want right so bad has to be good back that was under. Wait, whoa. I want right so bad. He's to me a good back. I was underused at track speed. He's gonna. Who's right? Who's that? I don't know who that is. I haven't been a big fan of the running back. I haven't really been a big fan of running backs in this draft this year. I'm not really big. I thought free agency just had way too much value because there was a lot of backs available. Yeah, Cam Jurgens is incorporated. Thomas said that Broncos trade package to move up to 6 is insane. Did you see it? I did not. You mean WIP? Yeah. Yeah. Look, the only way, and I don't really fucking give a shit because I don't care about being on anyone else's shit. I don't care about it because I don't got to prove shit to nobody about what I think about this team going forward. As long as I feel like in my heart that I feel like I'm doing the right thing and I think the right way about this team, that's all it fucking matters. That's all it matters. Billy says he changed profile pic to Brady. Now people think he wants to be traded. Yeah, I mean, it's not even Brady's not even playing there. Like, it was stupid. It's like they will grab anything they could fucking grab in the sky to make a fucking report out of it. Yeah, he changed his profile pic to Tom Brady. And Tom Brady's not even playing for the fucking Patriots. Like seriously. And AJ Brown's already said that he's respected Tom Brady his whole career. Like, he wants to win this year, dude. Like, I mean, telling you, dude. Kellen Moore, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Unleash the fucking beast, bro. And it's not just him. It says, I blocked the HQ Sports altogether. Silly was trashing the Eagles the whole Super Bowl year. I feel a lot better. You know what's funny, though? The funny thing is, if they follow me on Twitter, if you go on my Twitter and see who follows me, whatever the fucking name is I say wrong every time, they follow me on there, on X. And I honestly don't even care. I don't care because I will never fucking get involved. Even if I was asked, and I'm glad I'm not, I'd rather be the lowest, worst fucking content creator that everyone thinks I'm this bad. I'd rather be at the low fucking ground. I'd rather be all the way down to the fucking ground and not even have any type of attention than fucking be some guy that's that is high up there that's gonna work with them. I have no fucking interest. I have no interest in it. No interest. Shout out to the guys that do. For me, it's just not for me. And I'm glad, I'm glad because there are better content creators out there that can go on there and, you know, debate and do whatever they want to do. Me, I will never fucking go to that. If I was even asked, I wouldn't even do it. I don't care. I don't care about them. They've had my channel flagged in the past, and I'm not over that shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care. So to me too, Joey. Tired of drama and having the weapons, but coming up short. We have to win this year. We get every time we draft horribly and we draft bad, we get shit on. The media shits on the front office. The media shits on the coaches for years. But we finally have a player that has a personality that says, I'm going to fucking beat you one-on-one. Like, you have guys that have personalities, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I want a guy like that. I don't want the nice guy that just plays football. I want the guy that talks out of his mouth and becomes an icon in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. Jacob says, Joey, are you doing a day stream? Yeah, we're streaming all. So Philly Shakedown, all 3 days of the draft on both channels. Philly 500 me will be streaming all 3 days. So check out those. You know, we'll be streaming those 3 days. It's gonna get crazy. We have a little bit of kind of a thing we want to show you guys next week. Some things to tease a little bit. Luke says, Joey, just want to give you a shout out for the consistency, whether it's off season, during season, or playoffs. You're always the first with Eagles content. We appreciate it. I appreciate Luke so much, man. You know what I mean? I enjoy doing this because that's what I like. I just love enjoying shit like this. This is what I like to do. Until I have no passion for this anymore, I will be here. Okay? He says, Dan Staley said Carson Wentz will win the MVP before Hurts. He's disrespectful as can be. I said, Joey, just imagine Devin White and Edgar Cooper being our linebacker core for years to come. Yeah, it might, you know, and I want to see, and to be honest, like, I want to see what Nakobe Dean could do, and I need him to stay healthy. You know, I think that there's a good relationship between Nakobe Dean and Devin White, since Devin White, I think, almost recruited Nakobe Dean to LSU at one point. So the new Detroit Lions jerseys are actually really nice. You know what I really like? The Houston Texans helmets look fantastic, by the way. I think the Eagles are due for and it's going to happen. It's the word mark art is the start of it all. I think the Eagles are due for a complete fucking change. That midnight green is going to be fucking gone. Okay, it's going to be a complete change. It wouldn't surprise me if the logo is fucking changed either in the future. I think the Eagles are due for a big redo of their uniforms. 100%. Bringing Kelly Green back, of course, but I think they're due for a revamp of their uniforms. The Houston Texans helmet's really nice. I was actually really like, damn, that's really fire. That thing was great. So... Hogan says he's going to win big money in a 1-year prove-it deal. We get that chip on his shoulder. He plays good. A team pays him. He gets paid a lot. Win-win both sides. Yeah. You always and that's why I like how he likes those 1-year deals for a lot of reasons too, because you get the best out of your players on those deals because they know it's a contract year for them. Like they play is how they have to play to get more money. Rodgers got suspended in July, so I think they just waiting until the same date to reinstate him. Oh yeah, I think that's the case. So I think it might not happen until July, which is perfect. Which is perfect timing. That's when we're just before OTAs and stuff like that. So it's perfect. Michael says, "Love your podcast." Thank you so much, man. Let's see. Focus the good. The only good media is not in order is Joey Shakes, Flip Fire, and Chalk Up Sports. Those are good ones. Yeah, Tone the Shields. Tone the Shields just had Seth Joyner on his channel, man. That was awesome. I watched that whole thing. I was actually at work, and I have to get Tone on the channel. I want to. Tone is one of us. You know, I mean, Tone might have worked for, Jakib, but, but he's a real one though. You know what I mean? He's a real one at the end of the day. Well, Jalen Wright is Tennessee running back. He's good, but I like Braylon Allen or Audric Estime better than Philly fit. Ben said, look, Joey, I'd rather watch you over Dan Shitto. He was an impact player. And I think, dude, I'd rather watch, dude, it's a compliment, but it's like, I think you'd watch anybody over that shit every day. I don't sit there on their YouTube channel and watch all their shit. Like, I'll get on X, Twitter, and see that, they post stuff. So I see it. Dan Cilio thinks blah, blah, blah. Or be a quote from Dan Cilio or something like that. I just don't fucking respect that guy. And he's a racist fucking prick too, dude. He's a racist fucking scumbag. All his comments from years ago. The guy's got balls, dude. Seriously. And he still has his own fucking show. It's a joke, dude. A fucking joke. That's why when they followed me on Twitter like last week, I was like, why? Like, you ain't gonna like what I have to say, I'll tell you that much. Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking to be a podcaster. I'm not looking to get into podcasting or trying to get a journalism job, or this is just like, I don't bring players on. I don't do interviews on the channel. I have no interest in any of that shit. Like, I just like doing my own shit with my own circle, and that's it. That's all I like to do. Simple as that. Stay in my own lane, do my thing, and that's it. That is it. Mr. Joey Grammy said this thing with AJ is like it hurts were to put up a picture of Namath and they think he wants to be playing for the Jets. Come on, people. It's Sally. Hey, and thank you. Donnie said, Joey, give him a chance. Who you taking, Dijon or Taron Arnold? I'm taking Dijon because he's a weapon for this defense because he can play multiple positions. That's your Malcolm Jenkins piece. The more hybrid players you have for your defense, especially not just going to different positions, but they have to play different positions and play at a high level at all the positions, which is great. So Cooper DeJean would be on my list, man. Taron Arnold, I think if they didn't have Bradbury, it's tough for me because Taron doesn't play on the inside. So if they were cutting Bradbury, then I would say go get your outside guy right now. until I see that, that's it. Careful, Joey GQ was gonna get. Fuck out of here, dude. I don't. Yeah, there's music in the background. It's very, very low though. Very low. I gotta have music in the background, just very little, because it just seems like it's awkward when it's too quiet. I don't know. I like music playing in the background. The red Texans uniform is nice. Yeah, the cherry. I think their red cherry helmets are. They came out with those cherry helmets, those red helmets. Really good. Guy says, I want Eagles to have the black and Kelly green jerseys. I want them to have the white on the outside, the Kelly green, the white jerseys, the Kelly green numbers. That'd be fucking great. What is dumb about A.J. Brown trade rumors coming up? The only way they're giving up A.J. Brown if somebody gives up. It's probably going to cost more than 2 first-round picks. I'm sorry, but that's no fucking way. Billy says, I just don't like dealing with fanatics, so it's hard to buy any jersey. Yeah, do not buy draft picks the first year. If someone gets drafted that you really like, do not buy their jersey the first year, because most of the time they do switch their numbers the year after. Joel says, yeah, y'all would be lit on streaming your badass and he's funny and Philly's predictions on point. Like, you gotta have fun with shit, dude. Like, I can't be a professional on here. I can't be a fucking perfect. And YouTube is not for YouTube. YouTube is not for the smartest people. It's not for the dumbest people. It's for people that want to be who they want to be. That's what YouTube is, and that's what nobody understands. Like, there are some people out there that feel like if you can't talk about a certain thing if you don't know much about it, and it's complete fucking bullshit. Okay, this is me in a nutshell. Okay, what you see is what you get with certain things. Okay, and I hope you guys respect that, and I hope you guys aren't turned off by that. I think I've been pretty damn realistic about everything since I've been on here, about anything that happens, that I don't go with the trend of what's going on, and I'll give my opinion. And I think a lot of people rather have content value than really give their own opinion. Okay, I think people are afraid. I think people are afraid to give their own opinion because they don't want to get backlash for it. Or people that have had their own type of, which I've already seen that shit, where somebody comes up with an idea for a specific player to go after, and people make videos on it, and they pretty much steal somebody's fucking idea and say that this would be great, and don't credit the person that came up with the idea. I think that's a bunch of bullshit, and I think that's really fucking sad. I think it's really sad. So, hey, the running back is so dumb. What a waste of a pick if you do that in the first. Well, it's not a waste. It's not a wasted pick. I mean, no, they're not going to get one the first 3 rounds. I mean, yeah, I'd say 4 to 7. I would say, sure. It might not even be. It might not. Probably not even going to be in the 4th round. We'll see. We don't know the other. Oh, Nina, what's up, Nina? I can't stand Cilio. Him and I had words. I saw it last year. I wrote a letter to Geek. I saw it last year, Nina. I saw what you said on. I saw that you went back at him. I like that. That was good. Yeah. I mean, seriously, dude. Like, I don't know how people get away with shit like that. I honestly don't. I don't get that. As soon as I said Dan Siller's name, I see Nina Austin in the chat. I already know she's got some things to say. So I already know. I saw that last year though. Crazy though. Listen, I'm starting to lean Wiggins more and more. Upside is great with his athleticism and flexibility, just not great in run game. He packs a punch. I mean, I think his tackling is good for his size. I think he plays big. To be honest with you. He reminds me of Devontae Smith playing defense. I'm not even kidding. Riders would be lucky the guy Porter from NBA just got a lifetime ban from betting on his own team. Yikes. Okay, Joey, if you're Howie and somebody fleece a top... Joey, if you're Howie and somehow fleece a top 5 pick, keep all players in the 22nd pick, who you drafting? Oh, man. I would draft D-line 100%. I'd honestly draft D-line. I would go D-line cornerback. I would go D-line. I mean, I would go Dallas Turner. I'd go Jared Verse. I'd go. I mean, I would already. If we were able to get 5, which is ridiculous because we don't need to be at 5. No one has to be at 5, but I mean that's way too. That's a huge stretch of a reach there. But you're going edge and cornerback, one of the top corners, or you're going edge and Cooper DeJean, or you're going edge and I don't know. There's so many. You can go offensive line, Jackson Powers. You go Jackson Powers Johnson, go get a corner. I mean, you could do so much with that. What do you think of the Eagles doing with the 3rd pick they have in the 2nd round? We already know they're probably going to go offensive line, corner, probably with the first 2 picks. It really depends if they get the offensive line is the huge difference maker, because I feel like if they do draft offensive line in the 1st round, then I feel like they will get more needs for the defense in the 2nd round. But if they don't get a offensive line in the 1st round, then I think the 2nd round is wide open for J.C. Latham, maybe Cooper Beebe or somebody like that. I think it'll be wide open. It really depends where they draft. Rather, it just depends if it's the 1st or the 2nd round they draft offensive line. So we'll see. Cole says, but either way, you're badass, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Joe says, silly show is like getting yelled at a principal's office. Go rant about some other team that you actually care about. I've seen him fight with Joe Castro, Nina, that was just in the chat. I've seen him, he fights with people. You can't even message, that's why, you can't even message him. You can't even message him unless, you're somebody on Twitter, which is fucking ridiculous. You can't even message the guy, and you have to message Dan Sileo, you have, or at least, because he'll get so much, he knows he would get so much shit. You can't message him unless you have a big, wide audience. You have to be worth something to him, which I fucking hate people like that. You take people off YouTube, right? Like yesterday, I joined a live stream a couple nights ago that nobody, it's not big in subscribers. I joined their live stream because those guys work their asses off. Okay, it comes different to different people. I don't just deal with big YouTubers, and I can only stream with big YouTubers, and that's it. That's not me. I don't do that shit. I don't treat everybody like they're a YouTuber that has 100 subscribers. I don't treat differently than somebody that has 60,000. Okay, that's how I work. That's bullshit. That's no one's better than anybody else because of fucking numbers. Or I'm only gonna work with you because I want your audience to see, to subscribe to me. It's the dumbest shit. It's the dumbest shit ever. I don't think anybody ever, that's what I say, nobody has the balls to say shit like this, because I'm not controlled by nothing. I'm not controlled by anything. If you guys knew what I did, even what I do in, my life, and you guys would be like, holy shit. You know what I mean? The shit I deal on a daily basis is crazy. Bullshit, dude. As he says, I remember when you first started, man, never forget. Dude, I was making videos, working overnight at ShopRite in the grocery store, throwing boxes against the wall. That's how I started, and then when I see other guys that start their channels, and I'm not a big channel, this is, you know what I mean? I don't, as long as it benefits me, and people, and the support's crazy, and obviously people that I really do enjoy talking to, and I get to know a lot of you guys because I see a lot of the same people join the streams. You know what I mean? It's a great community, to be a part of. AJ says Cooper Beebe and Zach Zenner could be good picks for day 2 and 3. Oh, hell yeah. It says Cilio becoming more and more like Skip Bayless says shit just for clicks, doesn't care about how dumb he sounds. If that's how people want to be known for, I guess that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard, dude, to hear a guy like that every day and be like, I wonder how he actually is as like a real person. He's probably these people are probably really good people in real life, but when it comes to like their job and the persona that they have to put on others, it's ridiculous. Kogan said, that's why I really respect you, Joey. It's because I haven't had money for a super chat, but regardless, you're still fair. Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, dude, like I don't tell people to super chat. I could care less. The most I'll tell people to do is like the video and subscribe, because obviously it helps out tremendously. But at the same time, like getting a membership is great too, because there's extra content there. It's not like I just have memberships with no content. I have memberships that have content. I do draft content every day, you know, and put videos out every day. So, you know, Jim says, "Hey Joey, what's up? Treat the janitor like the CEO. You gotta treat everybody the same way because of internet. You know what's funny? Here's the funniest thing that happened to me a couple nights ago. I was playing Helldivers 2, okay, a couple nights ago. I ran into a guy in Helldivers 2, okay? I ran into a guy on Helldivers 2 that actually recognized my name. It was so fucking funny. I thought it was the most hilarious thing. He's like, Joey Shakes, are you Joey Shakes from YouTube? Holy shit, I follow you. I mean, it was random. I joined a quick match and it was the weirdest shit ever. It's just funny when you run into things like that. We got a super chat from East Coast Gridiron. Thank you so much, man. Really nice of you, dude. It says, Joey, what are the Eagles' intentions in the second round? Honestly, it depends. Honestly, it depends what they do in the first round. I feel like an offensive lineman is definitely in contention for that second round. I think whether they go offensive line, if they don't go offensive line in the first round, I feel like that will be their target in the second round. I do. I don't know how they feel with Matt Hennessy and Tyler Steen at right guard right now. Even with Juergen starting at center, I don't know if that's even finalized. Because I think there's a lot of value in the second round. I think there's a lot of value at safety. There's a lot of value at offensive line, even for the second and third rounds. I feel like the Eagles could really get somebody. For me, I feel like they have to go after a linebacker finally, whether it's Edgar and Cooper, whether it's Jeremiah Trotter Jr. or something, Junior Colson. I mean, go after a safety. Go after, you know, I don't know if Javon Bullard's going to be a late first round pick this year, or I want one of those safeties, you know, to kind of be that 1-2 punch with that tandem with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, whether it's Bullard or I don't know if Tyler Newman might go, you know, late first, or, you know, maybe Kitchens or something like that would be fantastic. I mean, it really, I think the first round is going to designate what they do in the second. If they get offensive line in the first round, I think they're going to get pure needs for that defense in the second round, but we'll see. Because I don't know, like, I think the Eagles want a wide receiver this year, a wide receiver 3 this year. So I don't know. It can go either way. There's so many different combinations. I think it's endless. I think it can go either way. So I appreciate the super chat very much, East Coast Gridiron. If you guys haven't checked his channel out, covers the draft. They're very formative of everything. They know everything about every player, the draft, you name it, college, you name it. You want to know everything when it comes to that, you know, to that content. And these are guys that know what they do. They go to, you know, the Senior Bowls and you know, they video a lot of stuff. So definitely go to their channel and check it out. Definitely. So appreciate the super very much, man. It means a lot. So it says Sills does the outrageous takes to start arguments to talk about, get views that shouldn't even be bothered with. It's ridiculous shit. I know. Let me tell you something. There's 2 things I won't do on YouTube. One is begging people for money. I'm not a lol cow. I don't do that shit. Okay? Fake fucking giveaways, bullshit, shit like that. Never will do it. Okay? And number 2, like, I think anybody on YouTube could just say stupid shit just to get a rise out of people, to get more viewership, and that's Sure, anybody could do it, and sure, I could do that if I want every day, but why? You know, if I strictly am pissed off about something, I will be pissed off about something. You know, I'm not going to hide anything. You know what I mean? So, SD Bird says AJ Terrell is actually the most common comp for Arnold. Interesting. Oh, comparison? That's interesting. Let's see. I'm surprised no stories came out on anybody in the draft. Normally, every year somebody come out some type of bad story and they drop in the draft. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe draft day there'll be a bad story. We'll see. Some things come out on draft day too. But you're right. It's been like a few years. Who's the player? Was that Laramie Tunsil? Who was the player that had the gas mask on with the with the marijuana? I thought that was actually funny. I mean, that just somebody put that video out and somebody like tried to ruin that man. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that was funny. I was like, dude, is this real? Is this like another dude in a mask and a gas mask? It was a video taken from years ago. Tunsil from years ago. Somebody put it out on the internet and it blew up. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful, man. Guys like Tavondre Campbell with the DWI, like people, these guys are stupid, man. These guys are just dumb. CDDR says Xavier Legette will be an Eagle. Let me tell you something. I like Xavier Legette, Adonai Mitchell. Like, if they want to get that future wide receiver that can play wide receiver 3 right now, they want a big man with speed. Xavier Legette is literally A.J. Brown 2.0. Watch his tape. I mean, it's literally A.J. Brown 2.0. It's crazy, dude. AJ always on Browns. I'm having a hard time deciding between Xavier Legette or Edge Cooper because if Eagles draft cornerback first round, one of those seconds will be an offensive lineman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're looking for an offensive lineman right now. It's going to happen. So we don't need a wide receiver unless you feel super confident about somebody who we already know we're going to use running back way more, 25 plus runs. Yeah, but at the same time too, like that's been a weak position for the Eagles. Unfortunately, Quez Watkins hasn't panned out. Like, you know, like last year was last year. It sucked. Like every position was flawed. Like nobody was good in good contention, good position last year. You know, so. See, the crazy part of the Tunsil video, it was probably an old friend or someone who hung out with, maybe an ex even, just out of spite. Oh, you know, that's what happened. I forgot who put that out or what happened. So you know what I mean? So we'll see. You know, like that's gotta suck though. But he still, I mean, he got lucky because he still got drafted high. I mean, not as high, but he got drafted. And I know he did get drafted high, didn't he? I forgot where he went, but I know he got paid. I mean, he still got paid. You know what I mean? So he's lucky. He got kind of lucky. What's the deal with Isaiah Rodgers? Why would I think because of the different times these guys he was suspended at a different time, which was last July, whatever it was. So somebody said I think he's gonna get off. He's probably gonna be reinstated in July, right before training camp, which is good. Tommy says didn't know Tavondre Sweat was Josh Sweat's brother. Hope that don't sway Howie to go DT in the first round yet. It's been really, I didn't know that. Is that even true that they're brothers? I didn't know that's even true at all. Going DT in the first round for a third straight year would be kind of surprising, whether it's Byron Murphy or Fisk from Florida State or something like that. I would kind of be surprised over that, to be honest. Roy says Eagles need to grow a set of balls and draft the best defensive player available. I think they will. I'm not worried about the first round too much. I'm just excited to see which direction they're going to go. You know, if they're going to move up or trade back or stay at 22, which I can't see them trading back. I just don't. I mean, why? You know? Yeah, Joe Mixon as well. Yeah. Could have had Joe Mixon. Oh, man. As I said, I feel like we're good at wide receiver 3. I don't think Parker will make the team, but I think they will be a serviceable wide receiver in the later rounds. Yeah, like I'm not saying like that guy from Texas A&M. What's his name? I like that guy a lot. The guy from Texas A&M, the guy from LSU as well. Who are those? What the fuck names? Shit. Forgot his name. Oh, give it to me, guys. The guy that had the pre-draft visit from Texas A&M. What's his name? Anais Smith. Yeah, I like him a lot. Like, I feel like there is still value. You don't need to draft the receiver very, too high. Anais Smith and who's the Thomas Jr.? What's his name from I think LSU? What team is he on? LSU? I think LSU. Trying to remember the other guy. Brian Thomas Jr. There you go. See, so you know everything. That's why I have you guys around. That's why Brian Thomas Jr. I like a lot. Anais Smith I really like. There's a lot of value at receiver. For wide receiver 3, you don't have to go crazy and get Ladd McConkey. You don't get Ricky Purcell or some of these other guys, but we'll see. So trade back is dumb unless you think you can get a lot of value. This is a good draft. Oh yeah, it's a very good draft. I mean, second round, you should be drafting two. You should be I mean, at this point, I don't even care about the third round. Like, I think they should draft 2 guys in the second round, honestly. Yeah, he's good in open field, man. Anais Smith is really good in open field. He gets the ball in his hands. He is great. He says, not gonna lie, bro, I'd be pissed if they drafted DT in the first, but damn, Byron Murphy is a stud. I know, dude. I know. They have to. The only way I could think that they're going to draft defensive tackle in the first round is that they don't have faith in Jordan Davis actually panning out after this year. If they draft a DT in the first round, that means that Jordan Davis is not going to be an Eagle for onto a next contract. That's how I feel going into the whole thing. Joe says, don't be surprised if he falls and we trade up and get him. This is a good draft unless you can get a ton of value on your rebuilding team. Nobody should be trading back. Yeah, that's true. I doubt, but if Arnold, Big Sarge says, I doubt, but if Arnold or Mitchell drops past 16, we should make a move. Yeah, I think that's where they have interest, no doubt. Deion Coleman is pretty nice. Yeah, he's like a mini DK Metcalf. He's a good player as well. Another big receiver in the draft. Jerome says, I feel this year's draft is pretty solid from what I've seen from decent slot receivers. Could end up sliding down to rounds 5, 6 more like. Yeah, they could. I think there's still value. There's still value at receiver there. You're not looking for a 1 or a 2 right now. You're looking for a number 3. So I don't think you have to go up unless they really want some talent. They want to get a Ladd McConkey. Like I'd be fine with it. I'd have no issue with it. No issue. There's Ladd been dropping these videos, Joey, plug and play guy. Yeah, he'd fit in right. That start and stop speed on a dime, changing direction with just a shift of speed is insane. Well, Milton Williams on the last year of his deal, man. He says, I think Milton Williams could be a casualty. Milton Williams on the last year of his deal. You're losing Graham, Sweat, Milton Williams. Jordan Davis has what, this year and next year, right? That's it. Taylor says, what kind of music is that sound like EDM? I feel like I'm at fire. It's like 80s retro, like horror 80s retro music. I said, Joe, I have a feeling since we actually got a real offensive coordinator now, Kellen Moore is going to use Albert O in the red zone. Yeah, I mean, tight end 2 is going to be insane. I mean, they re-signed Albert O. I mean, you traded for Albert O and did nothing with him. I mean, you did nothing. And then not only that, but like Goddard barely had targets when the season started. And then when he started to get targets, he got hurt, broken forearm. And then they completely ignored the position, dude. They completely ignored it. Just wasted, dude. Billy says that would sting, especially since we trade up for him and drafted Davis over Hamilton. Yeah, I know, dude. It sucks. If they draft DT in the first round, that is the main reason why they do it, because they don't have faith in Jordan Davis to, it's going to be a motivator for Jordan Davis if they draft DT in the first round, but it's not going to look good on his case getting that second contract. It's not going to look good at all. SC Birds fan said, I feel like Howie's going to want a burner at wide receiver 3 again. They need a route spec. No, I get it. They need. I don't really care. I don't even care if they get a if they want. The only reason I say they get a big receiver with speed is because maybe it will be AJ Brown's replacement in the future. I don't know, unless they want to get a pure. For me right now, I think you have AJ Brown for this year and next year. Okay, the big offseason question next offseason is going to be, is AJ Brown going to re-sign with Philadelphia, or is he going to reset the market, which I think he's going to get paid, okay? But it's going to be hard for AJ Brown to go somewhere else. It's going to be very tough for him. He's done a lot here in 2 years. Okay? So, we'll see. I really hope JD steps up this year, man. We're going to need it. Yeah, I hope so, man. Because we don't need to bring up last season. So no, imagine using your backup running back more than one of the big best tight ends in the NFL and Swift. I get it, dude. We bring up last year because we want to see the differences of what our roster looked like and what we need to improve. And yes, last year was a wasted year, in my opinion. It was a waste because they never hit their stride last year. They stayed in the gray area all year. They never adjusted their offense to the defenses that were adjusting to our offense. They never. It was a mess, man. Pride Trinity says, I want Tegrity says, I want Verse. Yeah, Jared Verse would be interesting. Jared, the only bad thing about Jared Verse is he doesn't really have much coverage skill. Jared Verse is the best pass rusher in this draft. The best pass rusher. At least for the edge, he's the best one out there. His bull rush is the best. His motor doesn't give up. I mean, he is just relentless. AJ said Mitchell from Texas is like CeeDee Lamb clone for real. Bigger guy too. Pause. Yeah, it's another guy. It's great. Nate says, "Do you see Hertz bought $200,000 worth of air conditioners?" I did not. Chubb Malone says, Kellen Moore better cook with this roster. Yeah, that's for damn sure. This is the best roster he's going to have. Of his coaching career, it's the best roster he's going to have. No lie. No lie, dude. The best guy. The best. So, now we've been over an hour in the stream. We have 136 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day. And definitely like up the stream. Thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate everybody joining up today. We have less than a week left. We have 6 days to go. We're ready to go. And, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So make sure we have the shakedown tomorrow night. Be the last shakedown before the draft. And me and Philly will be drafting all 3 days of the draft. All 3 days. Plus videos, reactions, all that stuff will be out. We're very excited. The Matt Corral jerseys are coming back. We have some surprises for you early next week. So definitely stay tuned on both channels. And we'll be ready to go. So we'll go for another couple minutes. Hold on, let me I got you, bro. Oh, what the hell just happened? All right, I got you, SC. I got you, dude. He donated to schools to have air conditioning. Oh, that's good. He's always good off the field, man. I go DT in the first round next year rather than this year. Replace Davis next year if still not in shape. It might be a next year move. We'll see. It's an interesting theory though for the draft for the Eagles at least. The Philadelphia public schools didn't have them. Oh, that's crazy, dude. That says we need Quinn Mitchell on the defense. That's awesome. Yeah, so Yeah, I think we've covered. I mean, look, we haven't talked in a bit. It's been a few days. We haven't talked in a while, so I want to do a stream today. We'll be doing the shakedown tomorrow, so I might do a stream earlier. I might not do a stream, just depending on how the day goes tomorrow. But we should be fine. And we'll get this thing rolling. So we'll get this thing rolling. Make sure, definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment. Join on any tier for extra content, whether it's, we have draft highlight reactions. We've been doing them every day. I have another one. I think I have another one today. I'm not sure if I got one. I think I got one done today. But I think I already put one out. I'm not really sure. But I'll check. But we'll have a lot of content out there, and yeah, we'll be ready. I mean, 6 days, we're going. We're getting ready for this thing. So all right, guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Remember, shakes one up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Enjoy your day. Love you all. Peace out, guys.